What's going on, everyone? JohnMatrix here. Today I've got another video for you guys in my Breaking on the Fight series. This is a series I like to do in the various multiplayer games that I play, where I go back through and talk about what I did right in fights, what I did wrong in fights, missteps, things that I could have done differently, etc, etc. At the end of the video, I leave it up to you guys in the comments to let me know what you think I did right, wrong, and could have done differently, you know, so I can learn and improve, and so can you guys. So today we have a video in Dark and Darker, which is currently in a playtest on Steam. And I'm here as a fighter, and I've got a teammate who's a mage and a teammate who's a rogue. And we ended up giving into a big server-wide fight where all the teams end up showing up in this room, turn into a big cluster, and have some good fights here. So let's just get right on into it. So I'm gonna let the gameplay go through first without any commentary, and then I'm gonna go back and break everything down for you guys. So here we go. He hit his own caltrop.
I hit him, I killed him!
He's dead. He hit his own caltrops.
Nice job.
People think that they drop in front of you, they drop behind you. Oh, no, what drop?
Really stuck.
No.
Because I see these magic missiles coming towards my enemy. I don't care, I'm running into the
Soldier.
What the fuck?
Did he glitch backwards?
Absolutely did.
Another ranger. Ranger!
Ooh, what the fuck?
In front of you.
Another team.
I'm getting split.
Retreating.
I hit him, we traded. Oh, okay.
Behind us! A third team behind us. Fuck me. Oh my god, my magic is up. Behind!
Save. Nice. Oh, he's getting killed by another guy. Unreal, this game, man.
Dead.
Oh, they're doing something electric.
Yeah, watch out. He's got like electrical ability there. I can give you a fire weapon.
Give him haste if you can.
Yeah, if I can get up to him.
This guy's facing himself.
Alright, so now that you guys have gone through and see the fight, let's run it back and break it all down. So the rogue ends up throwing down his caltrop ability and stepping on him himself, slowing himself down and injuring himself, and it gives my teammate a free kill. So once I see him dead and I see there's a fighter up there who's bandaging and they're weak, I've at this point in my mind committed to just pushing the fight and trying to do as much damage as possible. Knowing that I have better gear than them, they look lightly geared, I'm pretty heavy geared, I'm just gonna push in and go at them.
Because I see these magic missiles coming towards my enemy. I don't care, I'm running into the
So at this point in the fight, I'm doing a lot of damage to the fighter. I know he's pretty weak. I'm doing okay, but the barbarian hit me for a pretty sizable chunk. So at this point, I pop my second wind, and the fighter is backed off, and the barbarian's getting in the front. So what I'm waiting for is an opportunity to get around the barbarian and finish off the fighter to make this at least a 1v1 fight between me and the barbarian. And at that point, it would be me and my shield versus him and his damage. And to also try to delay the fight a little bit and get my teammates in here so I can get some backup. Soldier.
What the fuck?
Did he glitch backwards?
Absolutely did.
So we clean up this first team here, and as I'm going to loot the fighter to see if I can get some heals, second team comes in through the door right next to me on my right. We start getting shot at by the ranger. Teammate lets me know. Another team coming in, so we prepare for that fight. I know I'm at half health at this point, so I'm just trying to create some space, get myself in a position where I can pop a heal, hope my teammates can, you know, survive and not get any hits until I can recover a little bit of HP, and then get back into a position to be the front liner and tank some, do some damage and chase these guys down. So unfortunately, my ranger teammate ends up getting killed by this rogue here. He's separated from his teammate, so I pop my sprint and try to pursue, but he's just too fast. Once there's enough separation between him and his teammate, I turn around, go back after the ranger. I was hoping with the space that I created between those two teammates that my mage would be able to get some fire off on this ranger with the ranger focusing on me, but there's a third team behind him, so I'm trying to get back in to try to help him, but the ranger ends up standing his ground and tries to kill me, so I just have to pursue this ranger. I pop my shield up, block all his shots, end up chasing him down and killing him, and turn around to go and help my mage friend. So after killing the ranger here, I turn around, my mage friend's being pursued by a cleric, I get in between them, engage the cleric, end up killing him fairly easily. See that the mage that's on the cleric team is being attacked by the rogue from the original rogue ranger team that I separated. That ends up giving me an opportunity to then kill the rogue as well. And then to my left, through the doorway, there's a mage who is part of the cleric mage team that was pursuing my mage friend, and end up putting up my shield, creating some space, taking a second to heal, and then I pop my sprint and pursue that mage.
Yeah, watch out. He's got like electric ability there. I can give you a fire weapon.
Give him haste again.
Yeah, if I can get up to him.
So up until this point, I've been able to do pretty well for myself during this fight. There's a big cluster with all these teams coming in here. We managed to kill several of these teams. It's down to just this mage left. I've hit him once, I'm pursuing him, but he ends up getting a haste off. And at this point, I'm just not going to be able to catch him. I'm hoping that my mage behind me is going to be able to haste himself and then haste me so that we can pursue him. So during this time, I'm really just trying to dodge any of the spells, force this enemy mage here to use his spell slots. I didn't think about it at the time, but I also had a spare crossbow. As he hastes and get away from me, it would have been a simple solution for me to just switch to my crossbow and shoot him. Maybe I kill him. I'm not sure exactly how much health he has after the one hit I got on him. Maybe would have been enough to kill him if I hit him in the head. Maybe not. But at this point, this is where I make the mistake. Once he turns around this corner and gets down this hall, it's a very narrow passageway, and it's not really a whole lot of room for me to dodge any of his spells. My teammate behind me isn't able to catch up to me, and I just end up over pursuing the fight, and it ends up getting me killed. So overall, pretty crazy and fun series of fights there. I've never really had a fight like that in Darker so far, where all the teams on the server end up converging in this one room, and we end up battling it out. Overall, I feel like I played those series of fights pretty well. There wasn't really a whole lot I would really do differently. Maybe when I separated the rogue and the ranger, I could have pulled out my crossbow then and shot the rogue as he's running away from me. Maybe would have killed him then. But I feel like also if I did that, the slowing down of switching between weapons and not having my shield up would have allowed that ranger to get maybe a shot or two off. Maybe he had his barrage ability up at that point in time. He would have been able to get some hits off of me, and I would have been pretty low, and maybe he would have been able to kill me as well. But all in all, it's obvious that at the end, the big mistake that I made was pursuing the mage. What I really should have done is after he hasted and I chased him down the hall, I should have just backed up and regrouped with my teammate, healed up. We could have closed the doors, set up an ambush for him, or just looted the, those series of people that were dead there and gone about our business, waited for the mage to come back and try to get his friend's gear and try to res them, etc., and just seen what would have happened. That would have been the smart move, would have been to just back up and take our time, regroup, reheal, and reset. But ended up getting greedy, wanted to pursue him, wanted to kill him, hoping that my mage teammate would have been able to catch up, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way. Alright, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out. If you would go down in the comments, let me know what you guys think I could have done better, differently, etc., etc. The whole point of these videos is to learn from our mistakes and to improve so we can do better next time. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out, watching the video. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like and a sub. You can always catch me streaming live over at twitch.tv/JohnMatrixTV as well. So if you want to, go over there, check me out there. And, yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Cleric's also slowed? Or, yep. Fighter's get slowed again.
Fighter again. Hit. How many times I gotta hit this fucking guy?
Killed the ranger. I gotta heal again, circle's moving.
Fighter
Nice.